Hello, I see again. We're starting July 41. It's the German turn. We're currently sitting at 53. Let's see if we can't keep them up there. Although everybody else is going to want to beat them down. These guys are really close to their full income, but Germany's in no position to attack them. So if they did attack them, it would be a complete waste of that surprise attack. And would not be beneficial for Germany. So they're hoping that they can collect the $5 from the Molotov-Ribbentrop pack this turn, and maybe Russia will feel the same way. Russia's technically got about the same amount of dudes on the border. Germany's going to be buying 3 tech rolls. We're going to be going for improved shipyards again, wartime economy, and advanced subs. Be nice to be able to buy those for $1 cheaper if you get this too, huh? Do some convoys. All right. So without any more delays here, let's take a peek at what the Germans are going to be buying. So the Germans, I seem to have lost all my sticks. There's one. All right, so the Germans get a free tech roll, so they're spending $4 to buy 2 extras. They're going to blow $36 on 9 advanced mechs. They're going to blow 12 on a fighter. They're going to blow 8 on another strategic rocket, a new one, and they're going to blow the remaining 7 they got there on a regular infantry and a marine. All right. The strategic rocket is here, going to be launching at that factory again. It can take 20 damage. It's only at 4. They can still build a dude there. So let's make it cost something if they want to build anything here. This one already costs 4 if they want to build 1 unit. And this one they can build 1 unit. So let's see. Hopefully we can get 6 damage, but we're guaranteed at least 1, which means that they have to at least fix 1 damage to build 1 unit. Everything goes up $1 to build then that way. Let's see, what else are we doing? We're going to be doing some convoy rolls. The Germans have moved this sub from C-Zone 22 to 79. They're going to do a convoy roll, and I have this symbol here on this line. That's the one they're going to be convoying. And they also have this coastal sub here. It's sadly got a move of 1, so it couldn't make it out there. I was hoping to kill that escort, but instead we're going to do convoys. And it's going to be in this C-Zone convoying this line. I never even thought about that. We'll see. I'm just going to keep it without the Suez reroute, and this should explain to you why it might be handy to do that Suez reroute. Alright, so those are not quite it, but we've also got an attack up here. The Marines and the 2 infantry came from Western Germany. Transports and whatnot moved 1. The only aircraft that had enough range to get in here and land somewhere else is this medium bomber that was in Berlin. They moved 5, but 6 with an airfield. And everything else, like the tacticals, the jets, the fighters, they're 1 move short of being able to land back somewhere. So that's what we got. Order of return here. Let's should probably double check this. Combat, resolve all combat. I don't know off the top of my head what order you're specifically supposed to resolve the combat in. I'll take a peek, but I don't think it really matters too much. We keep forgetting to do strategic bombings, so we're just going to do that first here. I know my tech rolls are supposed to be first, but I'm not too upset about that. So, strategic bombing by a rocket is 1d6, and it cannot be intercepted, so whatever the face value is what that factory gets for damage. So let's go. 1. Well, yeah. The lowest we could get. So, this factory now has 5 damage on it. So Britain can build nothing on its home islands there, home country, unless it repairs some damage. All right. Yeah, not the most stellar result, but it's a result. Let's see, what else do we got here? We've got this one here. we might as well just resolve that here quickly too, since we're here. All right, so we've got coastal bombardment of 2 and 1 in his first strike. So 1 at 2 and 1 at 1. Both failed. Medium bomber at, oh, it did not come from a commander, so that's at 7. That's a miss. This is going to get costly. And 4 infantry, 2 marines, 2 regular at 2. Nothing. Not a hit. All right. So now the British get to try and kill some of these marines here. 2 at 2 at 4. Nobody hit anybody on the first round. All right. I'm just going to throw in an orange one for the medium bomber at 7. Everything else here is 2, and we'll just roll all the Germans together. All right. So we got 1 at 2 and 1 at 1 from the bomber, which means these 2 are off. Now let's see how many of those 2 attack back. Nothing. Handy. All right, so that is complete. So we're just going to drop a German roundel down there, and that means the British go down 2 and the Germans go up 2. Let's do some convoys here. We're going to do the convoy on that line. There's 1 escort, so it's +1 for that escort, and it's +1 for that coastal sub. So we're just going to say the blacks are the Germans, and we'll give them a red for the British. So +1 on each die. Ooh, blacks are the Germans, so they get 7, and these guys get 6, so that's $1 off the British. Let's leave this right here to show $1. Now we got another convoy that's going to happen. This one's a little bit different. Combat air patrol doesn't count for escorts, but there's 1, 2, 3 escorts on the line, and this French escort has the opportunity to decide to fire at the sub or not. So the British are going to be +3 with the red die, and the Germans are going to be +2 with the black. Okay, so +2, that brings us up to 6, +3, that's 5, that's another $1. So that's a total of $2 off the British out of their pocket. Handy. That brings them down to 18 from 25, what the Italians did last turn. All right, so that is the end of that. So Germans up 2, British down 2, and $2 out of the British pocket. All right. Oh, let me grab my dice tray here because I'm going to need to be doing some tech rolls here too. So, up 2 from 53 to 55, down 2 from 24 to 22, and there's the British money. We're going to take this $10 away from them. And we're going to give them $8 and change, and they got to buy nothing. That's why convoy rolls are handy. Oh, wait a second. If you were the French, would you roll this? That's a destroyer at 4, but you got a commander, so you're at 5, versus a sub that's going to be defending at 3. I think you'd probably take that. Wouldn't you? I know I probably would. So let's, and I made these rules so it's only 1 round. That way it's not forever and ever and ever. That way if everybody misses, it's over. If both sides hits, it's over anyway. All right, so French destroyer is doing the attack at 5 with the commander. Whew. And the Germans get 1 at 3 as a shot back. Is their defense, right? Yep, 3. Whew. Look at that. So now that's a hit. So that destroyer's gone. Man, the French have no navy at all now. Now let's do a roll for that commander. And just a quick double check here. The commander's retreat is different in naval zones. All right. that out for you. If the commander is in surrounded city special fortification zone or a naval unit, he is eliminated on a roll of 5 to 12. Ooh. Well, so they need a 4 or less to keep that commander alive. And they got it. Alright, so just going to briefly wander over here. The German sub was successful. The commander ran away. Let's throw him with that guy over there. Why not? I mean, what else is he going to do? So that's gone. That's a strange twist of events. Alright, so we've done our increases. Now we just need to do our tech rolls. So Germany's going to be doing some tech rolls. Let's start with advanced submarines. They need an 8. Miss. Wartime economy, they need a 7. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see the 10 there. So that's wartime economy as a go. And improved shipyards, they need a 7 as well. And look at that, they got 2 of them. So they failed this one on an 8, they got a 7. And then this one they got. And this one they got. Look at that. Germany's going to be able to start building some cheap subs. Let's get those things finished too. Alright. So yeah, Germans are collecting $55. Plus 2 for Vichy. Let's not forget that this time. So 57. And they got a bunch of bonuses. And I'm going to stop the video here and do their non-combat moves and show their 57 plus their bonuses. Alright? And I'll see you in a bit. Okay, Rank is back here again. So they've collected their 55 plus 2 for Vichy for 57. And then there's 5 for the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, 3 for Romania, 2 for Iraq, and 1 for winning the Spanish Civil War, for a total of 11 bonuses. So we got 57 and 11. We're sitting at $68 in the German bank. And I forgot to do that roll for this commander I lost 2 turns ago, or last turn, but I failed to win. So I need the 7 or higher. Let's see what we can get. Nope, no commander. So I'm going to just leave it sitting on my place units and money chart, so I don't forget that there's a guy available to be rolling for. All right. Yeah. So quick little overview. No non-combat moves over here. Non-combat moved the fleet from C-Zone 81 over to 49. I moved these 2 guys from here and here so they can be picked up on the transport if need be, or to Gibraltar, place the dude there. Rail moved 1 tank out of here and 3 tanks out of here down to there, along with the troops from Greece. It's not a direct threat to Russia, but it could reach Russia. Then we placed these mechs over here, this Marine and the jet. Flew a bunch of planes down in to join that as well. Yeah, we forgot about this plane sitting in the Italian land zone there. Let's give this dude a place to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put him right here. We'll put that fighter down in Spain. And it's not much, but that fighter combined with the sub could maybe take out a cruiser. You know, like, we got to start planning for our future here. That sub ain't gonna be alive, I don't think, next turn. But well, I don't know if they can find it. Stupid combat air patrol rules. All right, placed another strategic here. That way we can hammer both factories each turn this turn. Or maybe we can start taking out the Navy bases so they can't place ships there. They have to place them up here instead. Right? Because you can't place a ship at a Navy base that's got any damage at all. It's got to be fully undamaged. Alright. What else do we got going on here? Just kind of moving my mechs around. toward where the possible future front is, and we'll start. You know, we got a bit of a cushion here until the U.S. starts getting involved or the British start building more transport. So I'm not going to get too excited about building in these factories here. We'll just kind of chill out for now. All right. Yeah. We also flew that transport that was down there up to here where the airborne is, so that'll help. And we swapped. For some reason, we had a mountain up here and a plane, and we had a regular infantry in the mountain, so we just, right? All right, trying to make things make a little more sense. And we still only got like one dude or whatever on the border. We're not totally building up, but, you know, maybe next turn we can take out Istanbul. It's a city. Ooh, I forgot to do something else here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's throw a commander in that stack. Never have a big stack without a commander. It's just too juicy. Yeah. Right? I'm going to either roll that way and connect with that stuff, or those dudes can roll this way. We'll see what Russia decides to do. I'm not threatening Russia this turn, and probably I would have to build up and put all my stuff on the border to threaten them next turn. So maybe Russia will get involved with something else. We'll see. All right, I'm going to leave it there, and we're going to do the Russian turn next. RC back again here. It's the German's turn is complete. We're going to do the Russian turn here. I haven't figured out the CCP purchase yet, but that's pretty easy. There's 4 dudes, so let's buy them a mountain. Done. All right. So the Russian turn is going to be a little bit problematic. I'm buying 4 tech rolls, and tech technically happens before you purchase units. So if things work out, I'll be buying these dudes instead of those aircraft. It's one or the other. If I get advanced artillery, then I buy this. If I don't, then I buy those 2. All right. We're also going to be starting a Navy base and building a transport and a pair of Marines. Okay, that's the Russian turn here. Yeah. On we go to these tech rolls, I guess, because that's going to dictate what happens in a little bit. So I'm blowing $8 on a tech roll. Let's hope we get this advanced artillery. Yeah, I haven't been able to get that one since the start of the game. Advanced mech. Yeah, well, we can get that one. We don't really care, but we got it. Heavy armor. Got that one too. That one required an 8. And another one for 7 here is wartime economy. Okay, so we've got in order. We failed the first, and we got this, and we failed the last. So we failed that one, but we got this one, advanced mechs and heavy armor, and then we failed the wartime economy. So Russia does already have advanced subs. That was that freebie at the start of the game here. I don't know. Well, maybe Russia will start building subs. Who knows? You never know. All right. There's nobody I really want to attack as Russia at this point in time. But what I am going to do is I'm going to move this. I'm just going to do some non-combat moves as Russia itself, collect its money, place its units, and then we're going to move on to the CCP after. Trying to do both at the same time is complicated. However, those aircraft in China are Russian, so technically they roll on the same turn. But we'll finish our turn. So the fleet's going to move into here. We're going to place an under construction marker there. We're going to place this over there. That's where I'm building the naval port, by the way. Or sorry, Navy base. Now for my non-combat moves, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with them. But I do know that I don't need this on combat air patrol anymore. So we're gonna, never really did actually. So we're gonna bring it back because I can't fly it anywhere until I return it from Combat Air Patrol. So yeah, that's off Combat Air Patrol. This stuff in here, I'm more or less happy with what's going on. I am gonna just move a light tank there, move a light tank there. Gonna drive a real tank down this way. 2. These can go 2, so we're gonna move them down 2. We don't want to lose that place at all. Now that we're starting to build stuff up down there. This guy can go down to there. Yeah, let's move this tank down to there too. We'll put them both in that spot. It's actually faster to get down to the bottom instead of going the long way around. Instead of going the long way around, we're going to go the short way. Skips this extra space. All right, not too much really going on. The CCP, I've been thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. I can attack this Japanese stack using a commander and these 2 dudes in here, but that will leave me with only these 2 dudes left alive. And if this doesn't work out, I'm toast. Would the Russian player risk its own planes? Probably not. These guys are worth only one. You guys are worth only one victory point for the Russians, and they get 17 other points somewhere else. Oof. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do as a CCP is I'm just going to turtle. So we're going to just turtle in there hard. And we'll bring these dudes in there too. And we're going to place this mountain dude way the hell over here. That way, if all else fails, we still have a unit. And we still get a $1 bonus a turn anyway. You know what? We'll turtle over here, but let's do this. Let's do that one right there. Let's take it. Let's force the Japanese to do something different or leave a hole in the back. All right. Yeah, so that's the one and only combat I have. I'm bringing in these aircraft and these 2 dudes. The aircraft have the commander bonus. That is really going to make much difference. Yeah, 2 mountains and mountains, so they are attacking at 2. Only get the defense. Oh, look at that. We got 1 hit. We're done. The Japanese roll 1 at 4 back. Miss. Alright. It was that simple. So, this guy's off the map. That guy's off the map. And the Russian doesn't want to risk his planes if he's Russia. So these aircraft are going to go 1, 2, 3. It's kind of a coward thing to do, but honestly, those are Russian planes. They're not Chinese, and I wouldn't waste my shit in China if it was my money. And since it is kind of my money, nope, I'm grabbing the wrong thing. I'm grabbing a dude instead of a round. There we go. And yes, I recognize that I missed my recruitment roll last turn. I'm not going to go back and redo it. So we're now at 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need a 4 or less. Thank you for pointing that out, but I'm close. But I'm not going to be running around trying to get stuff back. So our income is 2 and 3 plus 1, 2, 3 territories that border the Russians. So we're going to get 5 in total. 6 actually. 3 bonus, 3 land zones. And we need to change that up here. Japan's going to get right angry pretty soon here. There we go. Japan's down to 25, and the CCP's up to 3. All right, so that is really the gist of the Russian turn. I am going to place this here. Oh, I was going to non-combat dude that dude there. So I am going to build these aircraft now, and just because I can, we're going to build 2 Marines here. And you know what? Let's rail move a couple of dudes because we can, right? We're going to move these 2 to here. We're going to rail move these 2 dudes way up here. We're just going to rail move them down to here because our range inside Russia is 2, and this is not Europe, so all other areas we can only rail move 1 dude, and we're just going to drop them off right there. Actually, we'll just rail move 2 guys there to move that guy there. That makes more sense. I'm trying to make sure that I'm scary enough to the Germans, but not threatening enough to the Germans that they just leave the Russians alone. Because right now, if the Germans go nuts on this side, they're going to lose stuff down here, right? And we got that fleet down there. If we can start being real pains in the ass. And, let's put these planes, let's place these planes now that I've upgraded Stalingrad to a medium. We can put more than one thing there, so we're going to put 2 planes down there. Alright, and I will have to build my Katyushkas another turn. I'm just really kind of hoping to build a couple of them. Alright, so that is the Russian turn. Oh! Income increase. 2. I don't think that's enough. So 39, 1, 2. There we go. 41 plus 9, that's 50. And they get the Molotov-Ribbentrop packs, which means they get a free tech roll because they paid for 4. So let's do shipyards. What the hell? 11. Sweet. I forgot about that. Forgot they get a free tech roll, and I bought all their tech rolls. There we go. Done. That'll even it out. Otherwise, I gotta give them $2 back, and I would have bought something different because I planned every penny of that. All right, so Russia now collects 53. There, we'll do it that way. 53. Done. Okay, so that's the end of the Russian turn. And the Communist Chinese turn. And yes, I did do their roll this time. I even remembered to collect the Vichy money for Germany this time. That's the hardest thing to do. Okay, so we got the Japanese turn coming up next. Not quite sure what's going to happen next. The Japanese turn. We're going to skip the tech rolls because we want to build some more dudes here. So we're going to build 6 infantry and 2 elite Marines. And we've got a couple of combat moves to do on the map here. Oh, I forgot to put my little orange chippy thing down. That way I know what the hell's going on. So that's an amphibious assault of everybody. 1 dude got scooped up from here. 2 elite Marines from here, and from Tokyo here. We scooped up the green chip and the 4th guy on top there. So we're going to have a bombardment from 3 battleships, 3 cruisers, and a destroyer on that 1 dude. Alright, and yeah, Japan's not screwing around anymore. It's coming in hard and it's coming in hot. Also down here, this one's a little bit more dicey. That's why we threw in a fighter off the carriers there. So there's 2 mountains defending against 2 light tanks, the regular infantry, and the fighter. Now, everything that was here went in on that, along with the remaining 2 fighters off the, or the fighter and a tactical off the carriers. So, let's walk around here. So this is how we sit. for the battle rolls here. Even if the Russians had left their planes here, I think Germany was or Japan was going to be doing the strike. Just would have brought that extra fighter in here. So Japan was willing to lose its aircraft as long as the Russians lost theirs. I think the smartest thing you could have done as the Russians was to run away with their aircraft. So yeah, even if they hadn't run away, I still would have hit it because I wanted to kill them. And I was bringing 4 fighters in, so hopefully I'd be able to shoot their planes down. All right. So these guys are mountain infantry, bumped up +1 in mountains. So the commander doesn't give them a second bonus. I was incorrect last time, but whatever. You live and learn. So these guys do get a bonus +1, and so does this militia. There is no commander for the Japanese, so that's how we sit. And we might as well start rolling. So the Japanese are going to roll 3 tacticals with target select. 1, 2, 3. And they got 1 target selected hit and 2 regular hits. I'm going to grab that. All right. So Japan has 2 hits and 1 target selected. And if you're going to do a target selected hit, you're just going to go that guy. Anything off the stack of 5, right? Although it doesn't matter, they're already, you know what, we're just going to say screw that because it doesn't matter. For the purposes of the video, I was just showing you that, but it don't matter. There we go. 3 hits. Now 3 fighters at 6. And yeah, you can see that's a 10, so 2 more hits. So there we go. That's a little bit better than when we were fighting those KMT. So that's 5 shots from 6 aircraft. Good. I'm gonna roll some light tanks here. They are attacking into mountains, so they have actually an attacker penalty. So they're down to 3, and the infantry's down to 1. I forgot about that. It's a good thing I remembered now. So I've moved my land forces down to 1 from 2 and 3 from 4. They are attacking in mountains. If it was a border, just be for 1 turn. But it's not. It's a solid mountain space, so it's going to be non-stop. And here we go. 6 at 3. Look at that. I got 2 hits. That's actually kind of nice. Better than I expected. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7 hits so far. And let's see what 3 infantry at 1 can do. Let's spice it up, use some different colors. 3 at 1. Nothing. 7, 8, 10. Alright, so that is the Japanese turn. So they've taken off 2, 4, 6, 7 hits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's only 2 mountain infantry left here. So let's see what the KMT can do back. Too bad I don't have a more colored dice. Yellow dice would be perfect for this right now. Counting casualties. Alright, so we're going to do 1 militia at 3. Miss. We're going to do 2 regular infantry at 5. Misses. And we got 2, 4 dead mountain and 2 living mountain. So that's 6 at 5. That's a little bit better. We got a 1, a 2, and a 4. So that's 3 hits. So, you know, those are some nice odds if you're Japan. Japan had those black dice for hits, so perfect. So those guys are off. We take 3. We're probably going to lose the infantry because they're the cheapest. And they can only move 1. Mobility is kind of key in these mountains, especially if you're trying to hunt down some KMT or CCP dudes. All right, so 3 tacticals. 3 tacticals at 7. 1 hit. Okay, so let's take these all off again. Let's start that again. 1 hit. Alright, 3. Fighters at 6. 1, 2 hits. So 2 more. That's all we needed. It's actually 1 more than we needed. There's only 2 mountain infantry left, so let's see what they do. Alright, and 2 at 5. Nothing. Alright, so you'll notice that the KMT, or CCP, sorry, has a commander. These guys rolled and they're dead now. He gets to flee, and so long as he doesn't roll 12 like the Japanese and the Germans did, he's laughing. Alright, so the CCP lost their commander. He's dead. I'm just going to put him on their card the same way I have the Germans, so that they remember that they can roll to bring him back. Yeah. So who knew? Alright, so the commander died. Alright, let's throw down a Japanese round over there. I'll leave these orange chips there, so remember. Let's do this one here. So same thing, it's mountain, so that's 2 at 3 instead of 4, 1 at 1 instead of 2, and 1 at 6, and 2 at 5 defending. Alright, so 2 light tanks at 3, 1 infantry at 1, and a fighter at 6. Good, 1 hit. And now there's 2 mountains at 5. No hits. Alright, that works. So we remove 1 mountain infantry from the CCP. I was kind of hoping to have a game where the CCP went hog wild, but that only really happens if you manage to make a deal. 2 light tanks at 3. Okay, 1 hit. That's all we needed. And 1 mountain at 5 back. Another miss. Man, I wish I was rolling tech right now. 12s and 11s. Alright, so that guy is also off the map. And we need another Japanese roundo. There we go. And that one's worth 1. I'm just going to add them all up at the end here. That's why I'm leaving the orange there, so I remember to move stuff around. Alright. Now we got this bit of craziness down here. So for the bombardment shot, we literally have 3 and 4, right? For units, we've got these 2, 3 loose ones, and then that stack of 4. So we got the 3 battleships, and 3 cruisers, and a destroyer for 7 bombardment shots, because there's 7 dudes landing. And there's a commander, but commanders don't affect bombardments. It's clearly stated in the rule book. Alright, so 3 battleships at 4. Nothing. 3 cruisers at 2. Nothing. And 1 destroyer at 1. Nothing. Bombardments sound really cool, but most of the time it's like attacking with infantry. Maybe with an artillery. It's not very good. Alright, so now we got the land attack. So we've got oh, look at that. You'll notice right here, what does this look like? That's not flat and smooth, right? So that's a mountain border, right? So the first round is a mountain penalty on these attackers, which kind of blows goats, but yeah. So round 1 is going to be a mountain penalty for the attackers, but the commander is going to negate that, so we're just going to roll them regular. Alright, so there are 2 elite marines attacking at 3. 1 hit. That's all we needed. Alright, so now the KMT is rolling 1 at 4 back, and that's a hit. So now you have the big question. Do you lose two $5 elite or one $5 elite Marine? Or do you lose $6 worth of two individual infantry? And you can only build two of those a turn, so we're going to lose two of these. That's my choice here. So we're going to give them two white chips and take off the sculpt. There we go. Done. And now, what's that price worth? 2, eh? So the KMT are going to go down 2. And the Japanese are going to go up 2. So the Japanese are actually going to be going up, let me move that out of the way. 2 for that one, 4, and 5. So the Japanese go up 5, CCP goes down 3, and KMT goes down 2. So CCP goes down 3, KMT goes down 2. Wait a second, they were at 3, so now they have no money. And Japanese go up 5, so from 25 to 30. See? Yeah. There we go. Now the map looks quite markedly different, and I need to put my survivors down. So let's place these survivors down here. And I got these aircraft. So from the carrier, I got 1, 2. They got long range, so we're going to put these guys back on the carrier. And these guys, we're going to land them here. 2 and 2. And these guys, the 2 fighters and a tactical, are going to land on the regular and light carrier. Capacity of 3. And these guys are going to go back on that. They're still on there, so I just pulled them off to show. All right, so that is my my combat moves and my non-combat moves. Not that there's everybody I have moved in combat except for some of my Navy. We're gonna split that stack of 5 into a 1 and a single. So we're gonna put two dudes and 2 elite Marines over there, leaving us with about 6. I can only put 3 here. Okay. Give me a brief moment here. I'm brain farting. So I'm going to put 3 infantry here, because I can't put elite Marines there because they're special, so they can only be built at home. And then the other 3 of those regular infantry over there, ready for 5 slots on the trannies. There we go. And that is the Japanese turn. So Japan doesn't have any bonus income, so they're just going to collect $30, which is a fair bit more, a few bucks more than they had last time. So 20 and 30. There we go. That is Japan, and now I'll take a look, see how long it was. Maybe I'll do Netherlands and separately, and then we'll do the British again here, because the British Italians are the only ones fighting. Maybe we'll do that one on the other side here. I might have to split this in half. Okay, we're doing Netherlands turn, July 1941. It's pretty basic. They got 12 bucks. They're going to spend $3 to move that Navy base forward. In case you're missing it, that's the Russian Navy base they started building this turn. The next thing they're going to do is, you know what? I just changed my mind on this. You know what they're going to do instead? They're going to start one of these stupid things. Instead of a tank. For 5. Instead of a regular dude, we're going to start them out with Marini. There we go. So those heavy cruiser, it's 5, 5, and 4 to build those things. Yeah, we'll just leave them with the regular infantry and we'll save $1. Alright, so the Dutch have $1 in the bank. They're going to collect their 12 again. And start their battle cruiser. And place their infantry way the hell up over here. There we go. Alright, and that is it for the Dutch turn. So they're done. It took a whole minute and a half, I think. Anyway, see you in a bit. Bye.